So I just want to make sure that people understand that, you know, they were a big reason why it was a clean game today, and just want to shout them out.
Start us off, Chris, and then Jordan.
Chris Carpenter, some of the source. Kenny, you're one of the youngest FBS coaches, but how much are these close ones aging you? What's it like to see your team's resilience?
Rapidly is how much, but the guys find ways. I mean, it's amazing. I don't know. Never seen a strip fumble in a 2-minute drill on our own 3, and then a quarterback sneak that works, that doesn't work because it's a false start, and then there should be 30 seconds on the clock at the end of the game because they throw there's a holding flag. It gives them a free timeout again, like Mississippi State. So now there's 1:10 left instead of 30 seconds on their final possession. It's like, holy cow. It's like the ebb and flows of the game. It's incredible that our team continues to find ways to get it done in the big moments, and testament to the character of the guys we have on the team.
Especially with the challenges that you mentioned in the red area and hard situations, like going for that one when you had the false start. What was that decision about that?
Yeah, we're on the foot-yard line, so it was like, hey, if the sneak is there, we're going to take it. If it's not, we're not. Right, and the thought was we had 3 timeouts before I called the second one, right? But he wasn't going to do it unless he was going to score, right? So if you don't get it and it's not there, okay, we'll burn a timeout or we'll take, and then we'll take a delay game or whatever, and then we'll kick a field goal. If we do it and it doesn't work, then on the foot-yard line we still have 3 timeouts. If we get a 3 and out with 1:10 left, we're going to get the ball on the 50 with 40 seconds left, and then we guaranteed last possession of the ball, negating even if we get a safety, we win, right? So it was more just saying it's a free opportunity to try to, you know, win the game with 7, and if it's not there, there's very minimal risk because of our 3 timeouts. Different than Mississippi State because of the amount of timeouts we had.
Jordan, and then if we can get it up here, please.
Jordan Ham, Sports 360 as Kenny. Horth Hughes is the young guy in that linebacking core. How has he stepped up and just continued to make plays here early on in the season?
I mean, he just has. I mean, he goes to work every day. He's Barrett honors, so he's a smart person. He's mature. We talked about it, you know, and we were watching the Cardinals game last night, and me, him, and Keyshawn, and we were like, hey, you know, tell next year you're the dude. And he's like, man, we're going to be young. And Keyshawn was like, you're going to be a junior. It's not young. You're an upperclassman. That's how fast this goes. So, I mean, even though he's young, I mean, he's growing up in front of our eyes, and that's what is awesome about college football.
Doug, up front.
Kenny, just to follow up on Chris's question, after a game like this, are you exhausted as a coach? Does the adrenaline keep you up all night? How do you respond from something like that?
I don't know. I wish I could answer your question. I like to answer questions, but I'm exhaustedly excited. Whatever that means. Golly, just we had 200 more yards. We won the turnover battle, and we won in that fashion. It's just crazy.
How close do you think you guys are from like playing to your potential?
I mean, we're all around it. It's like we're dancing in circles around the potential. Like we're winning games and not playing our best football. Like that's the thing I feel best about, is we haven't quite like clicked full cylinder and we're winning versus really good football teams. Like really good teams. If you would have told me we'd be 2-0 to start the league, to start this year, I would have been so fired up. I mean, I know the expectations and all the external, but just looking at who we're going to play, I would have been one of the happiest people saying, oh my gosh, we escaped 4-1 this first 5 games. And to be 2-0 in the league at this point is absolutely, it's a testament to our players, and we're still not even playing up to our potential.
Jacob?
Kenny, Jacob Brooks, Source. All week you challenged ASU fans to show up and be loud. What did you make of that blackout environment?
They showed up and they were loud. I loved it. I mean, through the rain, I was like, man, are people not going to come because they're worried about the start time? No. Right when they opened the students, those students sprinted in. I think we're starting to create a demand that if you're not at the football game, where are you? And that's what good programs are. When we say Activate the Valley, when I said that from day one, that's what it is. It's the demand to want to get in the building. And I think we're creating that demand to want to be in this building because people tomorrow are going to say, man, were you at the Arizona State football game? Did you see the Arizona State football game? And if we can create that buzz, now we got to get the people who are coming to show up. Now we got to get the big business services here to get more involved in our program, more involved in our players, more involved, because that's our advantage. And if we want to win a game by more than 3, that could help.
I know you don't care much about rankings. The TCU came in at ranked number 25, and you played teams that are ranked better than that. How good is TCU?
Really good, really good football team. They're very balanced, you know, and they were without their starting running back tonight, and he's a really good football player. So that's a really good football team. They're going to win a lot of games this year. You know, they were another team that was on, I think, a 5-game winning streak dating back to last year. So, I mean, up to this point in our season, only one team that we faced has lost a game other than us. And it was Baylor to Auburn. No other team we faced has lost a football game. Like, we're even though, you know, people can look at the schedules and it's hard this time of the year, but man, winning is hard in college football. And the fact that these teams that we're playing aren't losing, right? They're good at something, right? And so hopefully those teams continue to win, and it looks good for us.
Jacob, you have a follow-up?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, when you guys were down in that first half, how much do you think that environment helped you guys get back into the game?
Yeah, I think it was huge, and then I think our guys, the veteran group that we have, we're just like, oh, this isn't good. Well, we've been here before. Why don't we just score once and stop? You know, it's like there's never a panic. You know, I like to say the calmest thing all week is usually on game day, and I try to be that for the guys. But our guys are calm. Like there was never a panic in the football game. I mean, we're down 17-0 at home. I mean, and we come back and have a dominant performance the rest of the game and win the football game in the fashion we did. That's just a group of guys that aren't going to be successful football players, but successful businessmen. They're going to make decisions in the heat of the battle. Like these are guys that the businesses should write their names down, and when they're looking for real world jobs, be like, man, these guys are their biggest success. They're their best in the biggest moments, and they're winners, and that's what you should want in your organization.
Up front, Damon.
Kenny, the Prince and the pass rush had a heck of a game, and they've really had a good start to the season. Why do you think they've been so much more successful this year after kind of not really changing the personnel much?
Team pass rush. They're starting to learn how to rush together. You're asking about our pass rush, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They're starting to learn how to rush together. Our twist games are really good. They're showing up. We're starting to learn that, like, it's not the person who goes first who gets the sack. It's the wrapper most of the time. It's the contained player. Whereas in the past, it was like, man, I'm on the wrap. Why do I got to be on the wrap? Why can't I be in the game, right? Or why can't I have the two-way? Well, the group is matured, and they're understanding that when you team rush, right, it opens everything up, right? And we're starting to team rush, and then when we have solo rushes, people are expecting games, so they underset. That's how it all works together. You team rush, right? And then you don't team rush, or you team rush, but you send guys on one-on-ones, and they're playing the twist games, and you're just playing one-on-ones on the edge to the B-gaps. So, like, our guys are learning how to play together.
Blake in the back.
Hey Kenny, Sam was just talking about how final grab is hard people still as calm and steady as ever.
Of course.
But him and Jordan in these big moments just found ways last year at Kansas, this year, tonight. How did they just found ways no matter the situation, come through, elevate to the occasion?
Winners win. I mean, I can't give you like a real answer how they find ways. Some people in the biggest moments are their best. You know, some people love the ball with the game on the line. Some people don't. And Sam's somebody who loves the ball with the game on the line. And so is JT. And I think hopefully we can not have the game on the line as much. But if we do, I hope it's in their hands.
Doug Franz Unplugged. Back to Chris's question on the false start. You saying when you were going for it, it had nothing to do with low red troubles or kicking game trouble. It was, down distance time. It was just game situation.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was completely. You have an opportunity to get a free sneak, you take it. If it's not there, I trust our guys aren't going to snap the ball, right? Which means you take a delay. You take a delay, you create a better kicking angle anyways for your kicker, then you kick the ball. The worst comes to worst, he sneaks it and it doesn't work. All right, worst case scenario is you have 3 timeouts. They're on their inch-yard line with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. You get a 3 and out, they punt the ball out of their own end zone, you get the ball at the plus 40, and you're right into field goal range again. So you really don't give them another full possession. So, like I said, that situation was different than Mississippi State because Mississippi State we only had 2 timeouts.
And in your winner's win comment, how do you quantify that when you're looking for people? How do you find it? I mean, this doesn't just happen, what you're building.
I think investment, like if you get and sign people who care at a high level and they invest so much time in it, like they just love it and everything they do, I think they're ready for those moments. And you combine that with competitive people. If you're a competitive person, you grew up in games, whatever it is, there's no difference than that environment when you're in the game and playing ping pong versus your brother and it's 20-20. Right? And it's then 21-20. He's got the lead and it's sucker serve, right? And you got to get 3 more points. There's no difference. It's the moment of competitiveness. So if you recruit people who love to compete, they're used to those moments because they do it a lot. So it's not too big for them. And I think we got a group of guys who just love to compete. And I'm very good at ping pong, so anybody who wants a challenge, not losing darts, I'm horrible.
Hey Kenny, Dominic Casella, Walter Cronkite Sports Network. Jesus, he was the hero last week, and then in this game, had a couple missed kicks throughout, but then again, came up big in the clutch. What does this say about Jesus' resilience?
Yeah, I've never had a doubt. If we had to kick a 56-yarder to win that thing, I wouldn't have looked. He would have made it. Like, the zero doubt ever was in Jesus. Like, not even like a flinch of doubt for him. Like, that dude, the way he prepares, the way he goes about his business, like, absolute zero doubt ever that he was going to make the kick with the game on the line.
Elliot?
After 2 super close Big 12 wins, how do you feel about the bye week coming up now when it is? I mean, is there a part of you that wishes that you could keep this kind of momentum going and not have this bye week? Or, I mean, where was your head at?
Absolutely not. I want to do absolutely nothing tomorrow. Now we have some recruits in town, so I got to come up in the morning, 7 a.m. and start and do that. But, yeah. I am so fired up for this bye week. I couldn't be more fired up for this bye week.
And time for a couple more, Ryan, and then get to Mike, please.
Hey Coach, you guys had some unorthodox kickoffs that you were going for in the third quarter with the onside to start, and then some other kickoffs as well. What was the thought process behind that going forward?
Yeah, it wasn't onside. It was a squib that went right to, like, the dude made a great play. Like, he made a great play. We were going into the wind, so we weren't going to be able to kick it out, and we didn't want them to get the ball, on a good return, right? That's scary. Same thing they were doing in the first half to us, going that direction. The kid made a great play. We squibbed it, went right near him, and he snagged it. So, good job for him.
Were there any other limitations you had to make today because of weather and things like that?
No, other than our game routine, we couldn't go in the bubble because it was lightning, right? So normally we go over and do a walkthrough of the bubble in the afternoon. We couldn't do that. So our pre-routine that we normally do at home, we couldn't do because, when it's lightning, you can't go in the bubble. Or storming, you can't go in there. So we couldn't do that. And then obviously the pre-game walk and some stuff like that.
Mike up front.
Coach Michael Carson, pitch for Clemson. I know last week you mentioned when he was playing, he said he would do his best. How much more comfortable do you feel that he felt tonight just within the plan?
Who was that?
Boogie Wilson.
Oh, Boogie? Yeah, I think Boogie's playing better and better and better. I think he's getting more comfortable, even though he's been in our scheme. We coach that safety a little bit more aggressive than other teams in that scheme do. So I think he's getting more comfortable with how we want that specific position played here. And he's showing up. And I think a lot of those guys are showing up on defense. Knock on wood, we're doing a good job not allowing the big play. And anytime you don't allow the big play, one person that, shout out Rodney Bimich. Stepping up. Javen went out early. He twisted his ankle and fluke incident in practice, was going to try to play, and he went in there and he did an unbelievable job. I don't know if a ball was caught on him, and it's pretty good for a redshirt freshman.
Anything else? All right.
Thank y'all.